a little outside project at Mom's house. And I wanted to talk to you about that for a quick second, if you don't mind. Let's push this back. Kind of started it before I was ready. But I'm working on this small project, and I wanted to talk about that most blacks don't build wealth together, because I noticed it, being back home in the South and different places I have traveled, being around a lot of Spanish Americans, Mexican Americans. I have seen how they network together. Like if one of their friends got a skill, they'll bring that friend's skill together and they'll come together and they'll actually start working on something together and actually knocking something out. But in our community, I don't see a lot of that. It's sometimes it almost seems like it's always a ulterior motive or narrative that keeps us from actually networking. This thing right here don't want to stick in there. So I wanted to say that. I wanted to say that because I think that hinder us, man, from really building a lot of wealth and really building up our communities, because we don't want to invest in our brother or our sister's business, which I think when it's all said and done, that's what's going to matter. Family, us being able to help one another build, and then it helps save time and money. Because if you see a lot of them, they'll spend their money, they'll spend their money with their people, and ain't nothing wrong with that. You can't knock nobody from wanting to spend their money with their people, wanting to network. And I think that's how it should be if we're gonna actually build some wealth. But seems like we don't do a lot of that. I'm being a welder and another one of the brothers being something else, and we all come together and we put our knowledge together, and we start building. But you don't see a lot of that, especially in rural areas, man. And I don't really understand it, because, fam, let me tell you something. It's literally enough wealth out here where everybody can get them some, and you don't have to step on the next person in order to do it. Like literally, you don't. But we think that's the only way to get it. We got to step on, one of our brothers or sisters to do this. And this thing got a double. Oh, kind of messed me up. I flipped this around. Like, what in the world is going on? I got the same one. But yeah, I think we really need to come together and build wealth together. Especially in this day and age. With everything we got going on, we need to bring our skills together, man, because there's so much we can do if we just work together. A lot of places I have been and we work together, man, we got more things accomplished than just not working together. What's going on now? Let me check in. What you said, unfortunately, we do more competing than we do actually networking. And you most definitely right about that, brother. You know what I mean? And that's sad. It really is. And I see it all the time. I'm back in my hometown, and I just want to, I try to network with people on an organic level. Like, man, I just want to network. I ain't looking for no handouts. But I get it. Some people, they used to being around. They used to being around someone where they always want something from them, And I get it though, you know what I mean? But everybody isn't like that. Everybody isn't like that. And in order for us to really grow, and get to that next level, we're gonna have to work together. And that's one thing, man, that I'm not gonna lie, family. I enjoyed about being in Atlanta because it wasn't everyone, but on the majority scale, people believed in working together. You know, on a majority scale, folks was working together, and and to me, that's major. You know, versus being in small areas, and it's like the almost like the crabs in the bucket type syndrome, where you know a person don't want you doing better than them, or or they want to see what you're driving. Man, you must not be doing that good. He ain't got this yet, or he ain't. It's wild, family. You know, and the more I'm around, I see it, man, and it's just humbling because I'm trying to break that narrative. That's why I network with my folks. You know, I love seeing people, man, do better and get better over time. Like, it is really fascinating to me to see somebody start at one level and then get to another level without trying to, step on them or belittle them or nothing like that. Just, hey, man, I'm organically proud that, the person actually doing something, you know. And since I've been back home, family, I ain't gonna lie to you. You know, I have been trying to stay focused, but I have lost a lot of respect for a lot of people that I had respect for before I got here. And once I got here, I'm ready to make things happen. And everybody like, hold up, I ain't ready yet. But I'm like, man, I thought you've been ready to make a move. And it takes money to make money, man. It's evident that a person got to spend money with business, developing products, blueprints, um, hours on working on ideas, ways to assassinate the plan. You know what I'm saying? It's going to take some time, man, but we got to do it together. And if we keep procrastinating, when we gonna get something? It's like some people they'll procrastinate until you get to that time where you're like, man, it's too late now. I remember one guy told me, he said, Phoenix, you need to network with me now because I'm about to enter a different contract. And these numbers that I'm giving you now, these prices that I'm giving you now, I'm not going to be able to do this once I step into this other contract. And I understood what the guy was saying, so I had took advantage of it, and we started networking, and I got in before he actually blew big, and we did some projects together that I could actually go back and use. And we have to be willing to network with our people like that, man. I heard Johnny, those who like to go to Texas and get the diamonds from Johnny from Houston, Dallas area. Um, he was talking about how they pretty much him and a team of people, about 5 to 10 people, came up with a carpool of money. Instead of going to the bank, because some of them didn't have good credit, but they had a good hustle, they had good business, good work ethics, and they was like, okay, let's put X amount of dollars in this pot, and all of us network off of it. If it's 10 of us, we got $10,000. We got $1,000 a piece. Who got the best business idea? Okay, let's go network with him. Once he get his stuff up, then we put money back in the pot and we help that person get on. And if that person need a loan, we come together. It's like a circle it's like a carpool of money between a small group of people without going to a bank, without having someone to tell you, man, I need to have your whole lifetime history on a piece of paper. I need to know everything you're doing. I need to track your accounts. You know everything before I give you some money. It's too many stepping stones when it's easy to put together $100,000 when you got 100 people. You know what I mean? You got 100 people on the right state of mind want to do something. Everybody got $1,000. It's easy to do something major, and everybody turn their money into something bigger. And that's what I'm honestly trying to do with some shipping containers, like with these conversions. Like, my goal is, once I finish this, my mom's house renovations, is to start buying little properties and putting shipping container Airbnbs on them. I'm not trying to do homes. I will do some homes, but it's actually more affordable and cost efficient. If I put 1 to 2 units up on the spot, I can get them going faster. And I can Airbnb. I can Airbnb a 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom. That's my goal, and actually make them and put them in different areas. And different people that I network with. We might have an investment. We might have 10 units, and you know, I got investors in each one. Everybody making money, or it start off where it was investing. Not everybody own their own unit. Plus, we investing in other units. You know what I mean? Like, it's so much we can do when we're welders and fabricators and doing sheetrock and electricity and plumbing and HVAC. Like, we can put all these little skills together and put a little money together, and we can build something if we just come together, family. We just got to, and I get it now. Like, the system, that's how I really understand. This being Black History Month, I really understand now why Dr. King said that I believe I have, or I know I have led my people into a burning house. Because once segregation hit, we stopped networking with our own. For those who are not, for the younger generation, go back and Google when it was segregation, how wealthy the Black communities was. We had restaurants, we had car services, we had clothing services, we had our own butchers and grocery stores. We was doing our own thing, and once segregation came, it's like, well, we can go to the white store now. And now we want to network with them all the time and just push our people to the side, the same people that put a sign on the door and said whites only, black only. And when you get in a situation, they'll quick pull the card on you. So I'm not saying that, it's not good to network with other people, because that's great for us to come together, but we have to do something for us. We have to go back to like it was before segregation. Mess with our own a lot more. Like when we used to go to, you see some of the old photos and videos when they was going to the black baseball games, because it wasn't, we had our own Negro league because we wasn't accepted in their league. And man, we'll go out dressed nice, and people will put their attire on and go out there and support the team and go to the locals and get their food and all of that. That's one thing I love about Kansas City, Missouri, because there's so much history, Black history in Kansas City, especially when it comes to baseball and it comes to jazz and music. So for those who are in the area or never been, you should most definitely go check out the museums in Kansas City on some Black history. I learned so much from visiting them, and it just taught me how we was coming together, man. And even now, I know a couple people that have different trades, and some of my guys that I know, they from different areas now. My guy in Alabama, I got some guys in Georgia, guys in Phoenix, and different people in Missouri and Oklahoma. A couple of folks I met, a couple of people I met in New Mexico that's cold at what they do. And if we all come together, man, and just put some money together, we can change some things. But we got to come together, family. You know what I mean? Like, it's not going to happen if we don't come together. So I can't say that enough. But being out here doing this, it just makes me think about, watching some of the Spanish gentlemen when I was in Phoenix, man, watching them come together and put a house up. They family just bought a house, and you'll see 12 cousins over there, and everybody got a different bid and do sheetrock, this or that, or concrete or this, and they'll come over there and put it together. You know what I mean? We got to do that, man. But that's how we really going to build wealth. If we come together and stop being selfish and stop worrying about what the next man doing, trying to count his money. We're only going to get out what we put in, family. So if you only put 10% in, don't be expecting 30%. Common sense. A lot of times we want to put a little bit in and get a whole lot out, and it don't really work like that, family. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to say that, man. I just thought that, it was something that was on my mind. I'm out here doing a little work and wanted to talk to y'all about that. It was just something I was thinking about. And it's just one of them days where you just, go back and reflect on things like this. So that's really where I'm going live right now. Just wanted to do this and make sure everything was good. Now make sure I got some water coming out. There we go. We got water. 100-foot cord, so took a while for it to get up there. Took a while for it to get in the hole, but we got it. So I'm gonna go to my next stage, but I just wanted to check in and talk about that, man. We got to work together, family, like we really do. You know what I mean? Building, getting our independence together. We can get more done if we work together versus not working together. You know. Yeah, I got a couple things I've been working on in my backyard. I got my skid out here right now. About to get ready to move it soon. Haven't been doing any field repairing right now, so I haven't been using it. I've been using my truck bed actually just to do renovations, picking up materials and stuff. But got a nice backyard. Been working on my gate back there. You see, I actually got it made. Got to do a couple things. Got to get some more hinges in and a few things I'm gonna do to it. So still got some things to do. Just trying to get it together, man. Doing what I can while I can, family. You know what I mean? But working on my spot. Working on my spot. You know. But I like the area though. I did well. My mom did very well. She got this location, and you know, I remember when I came home, family. You know, mom was like, "You need to come home. You know, you need to come home and spend some time at the house and regroup and get yourself together." You know what I mean? And you know how that goes. I didn't do it, and it's ironic that 27 years later, I am back in my hometown, family. Back here, making it happen. Ain't that something? But yeah, man, I really feel like honestly, we'll get ahead once we start sticking together. Like just sticking together, just on some small scales, you know. Even when it comes, you know, like for instance, for those who, if you just Google some of the prices that these colleges and these tech schools are charging people to learn welding, and if you see some of the rates and what I'm charging, I'm not trying to, I'm not trying to get rich off anyone. I'm trying to educate someone. You know, I got bills to pay, but I'm making it affordable as possible because I care. You know what I mean? And once I get a bigger facility, I can do more. And I'm knowing that it's all based on me giving back. Like I don't really worry about. I don't really worry about what others feel about what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody will always say something. Man, why did you do this? Or why you buy this? Or why you get this? But they ain't nobody giving you no money. Ain't nobody opening no doors. You got to do all of it. So my goal is I network and listen to those who network with me or give me good advice. But you always going to have somebody say something, man, about what you're doing. As long as you're making progress, to me, that's all that matters. You know what I mean? And I have seen the progress. Like I have seen the lives of the people I have changed from teaching them welding, teaching them how to stick weld, MIG weld, teaching them how to fabricate and run equipment. Like it's amazing. I got a brother right now in Phoenix who bought an RV, got a vehicle now, doing good off of a skill that I taught him, family. You know, life is going to be grand from him from on out. All he got to do is stay at it. And to me, I think that's the blessing of knowing that once you give, what it can do. And just like Christ, you remember when he healed those 10, only one came back. And that one that came back wanted the network. And I think that's just how it happens. So don't get caught up in the numbers, but you're going to help a lot. But those who really going to build a team together, going to really build an empire, man, they're going to come back to network. And like I say, if you know that you're dealing with a person that they showing you what they doing with their own, with the little that they got, and they being good stewardess, if they just had a little bit of assistance, a little guidance, a little help, put something together, man, you not know what they can do, what y'all can do together. That's what people don't notice, man. I have people ask me all the time. They'll see me build the containers. They'll see me teaching, and still ask me the same question. Can you do it? Blows my mind too. I show them all the time. I'm still out at the same question. Can I do it? You know, that's the reality. But I really feel we need to start sticking together, man. I just wanted to come live and talk to you for a minute. Just some stuff that was on my mind. I'm at home right now, working on a couple things, like I say, at the house. Trying to get it lined out so I can be able to do some more things independently from the home. And I think, and I'm going to tell you something I noticed too, being in small towns, you have to do that because everything is so far away in distance. You have to travel so far to do anything. So it's good to learn how to be self-sufficient as possible. I mean, I do as possible. I try to do everything I can that I can possibly do on my own from my headquarters. You know what I mean? Getting the equipment I need, buying the stuff I need. Like I got a guy down here now, he's networking. And it's cool to see, the brother networking. He's down there washing big trucks. I see a truck come through. He's been spraying them off, doing this little thing. I don't know if it's him and his son or just him, but they got a little business going. And, man, it's good to see people networking, man, But think of how grand it could be if we can network together. We could sit down at a table and not worry about what the next man is doing and just say, hey, I want to see you do good, brother or sister. I want to see you grow. That's the part right there that you don't see a lot of, So you just had a conversation about it. Man, it's true. It's true, family. It's true. It's true. Think of what we could do. Think of what we could do. It'll work together. Listen. The things we can do. Like doing these renovations at my mom's house. I had a couple associates come through, homeboys come through and help me do some things. And some people, it's crazy because some people overcharge me. And I let them. I just didn't go back and network with them again. I said, you got me one time, you ain't gonna get me again. And I let them know, said, man, what's up? Hey man, you overcharged me for this. So I didn't network with them no more. So sometimes my mom used to say, give a person enough rope to hang themselves. I'm willing to network with you and I know what's fair and I know what's not. And you probably a person to think, oh, you might get it, man. I know he might get it. So they'll try to charge you a little bit too much. If it was outrageous, then I would have been like, nah. But at the time when sometimes your back up against the wall, you're like, man, I got to get this done. You necessarily might not want to tell that person that, but you're like, man, forget, I got to go home and get it done. You get me now, you won't get me then. Is something else come back around? Like, nah, you network with so-and-so? Nah, they overcharge me, So to be honest with you, man, like I say, it hurt my heart in a way because I was expecting things to be on a mutual standpoint dealing with some people that I grew up with. You know what I mean? Trying to say, hey, man, let's help us come together and get something. But they just think, oh, man, you got something. Give me something. Give me something. I know you got it. Like, man, we all out here trying to make something happen, family. We can come together and everybody can eat. You know what I mean? But if I give you everything I got and I don't ever replace what I'm putting into the pot, I'm going to fall off. And then once I fall off, who can I help? I can't even help myself or you. You know what I'm saying? And that seems like that's how the game be sometimes, man. I'm just like, man, goodness. But, that's life, man. We have to just count our blessings, family. Like I said, I ain't gonna hold you too long. I'm gonna let y'all go. Appreciate y'all for checking in with me. Hope everybody be blessed. Continue to prosper and do good. Hopefully, you know, we can make some good things happen, man. It's 2022. We just getting into it. And hopefully, man, it'll turn out being a good year for us. Hold on. Y'all be blessed.